Question 2. ABCD is a rectangle. Find the length of AC and the measures of alpha and theta. We want to round to the nearest tenth for the side length, and we want to round the angles to the nearest whole number. So for me, I prefer using the Pythagorean theorem to find this length right here. So remember, Pythagorean theorem is just a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So 3 squared plus 12 squared is equal to c squared or x squared, whatever you want to call it. We'll call it c squared. Okay, so 3 squared is 9, 12 squared is 144, and when we add those together, we get c squared. So 9 plus 144 is 153. And always the last step of the Pythagorean theorem is to take the square root of 153. And the square root of 153 is about 12.4. So this length here is approximately 12.4. So the next thing we have to do is we have to find alpha and theta. Because this is a rectangle, we know that this is a right triangle, which is why I was able to use the Pythagorean theorem for this. So we can use inverse trig functions to figure out these angles. So if we want to find alpha first, then that means that this is the opposite and this is the adjacent. So we would use for alpha, we would do the inverse tangent, because that's the one that uses the opposite and the adjacent, and we just put 12 over 3, which is actually just 4. So if you wanted to, you could just do the tangent of the inverse tangent of 4. And so when we pull that up and we do that on our calculator, go to the function side, tangent of 4, and it's about 76. So alpha is 76 degrees. And we know that these two angles here have to add up to 90 degrees. So if this is 76 degrees, then this one would have to be 14 degrees.